And then I'm gonna have to go over there and probably.
You know my phone dies really quick, Rick.
Enable.
More?
Live streams isn't available right now. Try now. Okay, I think we are live. Says anything concurrent viewers. Anything on
There you go. I just got a notification there. I got a notification that you went live.
Okay. Hello, everybody. Sorry for a bit of a late start. There was some technical difficulties. We have John Dillard here with his daughter, and we have Metal. You can't see them because they're not showing much, so I figured focus on my page.
You know, like everybody loves babies, Rick.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, she's a toddler, not a baby.
Well, she's definitely cuter than your face.
True. True. So,
And also cuter than your drawing.
Hey, I don't even got a drawing going yet. So let's see. I need to share this out on Twitter.
Hey, get down.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
She knows what to say to get attention.
Yeah. So I hope I got the right channel.
Okay. Come here. Yes.
Hope I got the
Yes,
right
I.
chat up here.
Yeah. Just this. Yes.
So how are you guys tonight?
I'm like, whatever.
You're whatever.
I'm eating, so I'll probably be better when I'm done.
Thank you, baby.
You're welcome, baby.
Thank you, baby.
She's so cute. I think everybody's hearing her, so. I'm just bringing up the chat again. I'm not sure whether it's the right one. This looks like I got two up. Do I got two streams going? Hey, model. Model is in the chat. Hope I don't got two streams going. That could get confusing for people.
Don't do that. That's a bad baby. Sit down.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome.
You're welcome.
You're welcome, baby.
You're welcome, baby.
Can she see what's going on? Or can she see?
Yeah, there ain't much going on. There's nothing to see.
True.
Oh. Yeah?
So what are you doing right now, Rick, that we're all waiting for?
I'm bringing up a piece of my character that I'm drawing tonight, so I can actually see him, or at least his costume. And I'm doing it. His name's
Now, Space Warp, this isn't one of the ones on your site.
no, he's not. He's going to. I'm not sure when he's going to, Pierce. Like I said, I was trying to decide between going over the list of characters that were on my site that everybody's seen, or doing a whole bunch of characters that I have that nobody's. Well, I can't say nobody's seen, but very few have seen. You know. But I don't know a lot of. I don't know a lot of his history. I know he's part of the multiverse. He'd be like you're almost similar to your character Zeba, but he does it through technology. his costumes, his technology that allows him to travel the multiverse. And eventually I'm gonna have a team like the Exiles that he's gonna lead, called the New Champions. And I haven't really got a set color thing for him because I went and did try to do his colors, but his colors look good in so many different ways. So there's going to be something about his suit that has the colors changing at times for whatever reason. Haven't worked out a lot of the details yet. And how?
Yes, Huggy. Yes, Huggy. Espera, Huggy. Ya ves, Joseph. Y lo. Oh, no.
So, both of you guys are eating, so. Well, actually,
Is that making you hungry or what?
No, I ate before I sent out the link. It was smart.
It's a baby.
It's the baby.
It's a baby.
Yeah. Who's the baby?
It's a baby.
Yeah, you is
That's
the
funny.
baby.
Mm-hmm.
Can you? Can you? Yeah. Yeah.
Get back up here.
Can you say, "Eh"?
Thank you.
Can you say, "Eh"?
Thank you.
Emma, sit down.
Thank you.
Siéntate, niña.
Esa niña.
Oh, she's showing you her family of fingers.
Ah. Cool. Let's see whether we can show this to the audience. We got Mallet. Here, thinking the video's gotten worse. Let's see. Do you mind showing her on stream, John?
Not at all.
Okay.
Bumped his head.
Bumped his head.
That's it.
Yeah.
Mama called the doctor.
I
Yeah.
got this it.
So there's John.
Show.
Show your little toys. Here, let's see whether we can spotlight her.
Sure, what's this one?
Three.
3, yeah.
Monkey.
3 little monkeys. No, those are unicorns.
Also, of it.
That's a pink, purple horse.
Bumped his head.
Bumped his head.
Mama, doctor.
Mama called the doctor.
And the doctor said,
Doctor said,
no more monkey.
no more monkeys jumping on the bed. Oh my goodness.
2.
That's a lesson for you, Rick.
2.
Don't jump on your bed.
I don't jump on my bed.
2.
Mallet's like,
2?
Little monkey jumped in the bed. 1 saw of it.
oh,
Bumped his head. Bumped your head.
Bumped his head. Oh no.
ouch, that hurt.
She says, stop, Rick.
That's it. No, please don't.
Mallet says, hi, baby Dillard. Mellet says, okay, let's finish our stories. I'm thinking
Emma,
of videos.
say hello. Say hello.
Say hello.
Hello.
Hola!
Hello.
Hola! Hola, Emma!
One. Emma.
You're saying hola, Emma.
Hola, Emma. Hola, Emma.
Say hola, Rick.
Hola, Daddy.
Hi, baby.
Hola, Daddy.
Okay, so let's get it back to...
So you're thinking of some sort of color scheme for your team of OCs?
What? Huh? No, I was just saying this guy doesn't really have a color scheme because when I did his color scheme, tried to do it, so many different things worked for him. So his the colors on his costume are going to be changing for whatever reason.
Why don't you just pick a color and stick with it?
Just like I said, they all look good as far as I was concerned. At the time, I was having a hard choice, but then again, that was like 20 years ago.
Siéntate.
I don't
Yeah,
have
that
blue
movie.
gloves, Mallet.
I think you're confusing.
Uno.
I think you're confusing.
I'm holding a
No.
Pepsi can. That might be it.
Three. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cinco amigos.
Cinco amigos.
Cama. Uno quiso.
Mrs. Dillard wants to know, Rick, why did you move my baby out of the screen?
Because people are
Oh my
used to
goodness.
see me drawing. I guess I can do
Cuatro
this.
amigos.
Guess I can do this.
Uno quiso. Priorización.
There, is that better,
Hijo.
Mrs. Dillard?
Nuestros amigos.
And we can.
You know, you're supposed to be taking a shower and then coming back out here to watch this baby. Why are you watching Rick's stream?
Then we can spotlight and pin. There. You can see me draw, and then you can see your daughter too.
Papa.
She's showing off her bilingual skills. Laugh out loud. Yes, laugh out loud.
If you stick your foot in there and it gets stuck on purpose, then it's not an accident.
Oh, I hear with kids on stream that it automatically becomes a kid-friendly stream.
All right, I can take a hint. I'll see you later, Rick.
No, you can stay. I'll just.
I think he's telling me to watch my language.
No, he didn't have to leave. I was just gonna take her off screen. You know, her voice on. I don't think it would have been so much of a problem. You know, I don't want to get in trouble. Fucking get the kid off. It's what I heard. The box office artist, he's here in Canada too, in Toronto. He won't have his kids on stream because that's what he says happens. So, not that I would get demonetized, but I'm not sure what would happen. You know, John, if you're listening, you're welcome to come back on with her. I just thought of that, and it's like, I like having her on for sure. I was just thinking, maybe keep it on my drawing, not so much on John and that.
And Mrs. Dillard says he doesn't like my baby because he's racist.
I am not racist, I tell you this very much, eh?
Oh, you try to prove it by doing a really racist accent?
How is doing an accent racist?
Well, maybe if it was a good accent, it wouldn't be.
Hey, can I help it if I'm bad at accents? Although at one time I thought I was good. Or a lot
Yeah,
of
you
people-
actually can help it. There's this thing called practice.
Yeah. Well, it says, wait, this was a good stream for a moment. Dillard's racist. Laugh out loud. John is just throwing a fit. Well, like I said, he can come back on. Both of them can come back on. I was just gonna have her off screen. You know, everybody can hear her voice. What is the POS? This guy is making fun of baby's accent. Oh, so Metal, did you hear? Mallet's trying to make a comic with your character, Metal.
Yeah, I kind of pieced that together based on the tweets I was tagged in earlier.
I was gonna tell you when we got on. It just slipped my mind. Yeah.
Yeah, feel free to scan those and show them to me when they're done. I'll put them up. I'll link them on the site or something like that.
Yeah. It all started from Evan, as you know, last night when he was off here, said to draw you, so draw your metal character. So I drew that today on, and John's refusing to come on. I drew that today on my Twitch stream, and Metal was there, and not Metal, Mallet was Mallet was there, and he decided to redeem some of his points for a card. So he said, you know, have you stealing a candy from a candy store. So then I
Oh, that might be what he's asking, why I have blue gloves.
I figure you got gloves on, you know, maybe it's wintertime here in Canada or something like that. Or there's just the fact that you don't want your fingerprints left, so why they're blue, who knows. So
Are you kidding, Rick? I'm dedicated. I'm the type of guy that would sand off his own fingerprints.
So I gotta do the color in some different candy bars here, but I figure you're stealing a Butterfinger, so there's you putting the Butterfinger into your pocket, and then there's you leaving the store, and then somehow we started going into the even beforehand. So apparently you went into Tim Hortons here in Canada, and they're not going to have any Timbits, so you're disgusted with that, and you end up going to the candy store and stealing the candy.
So the story is kind of being made out of order.
Yeah, well, now what was to begin with, now we're starting at just before you go into the Tim Hortons. I don't know whether they're gonna think. So, did Mallet got one of these? Raggedy got one. Bullet got one. We got in the middle with me, Lorenzo. Why is it can't fix it already? I don't know what I can do to fix it. I've only got so long of a cord. Unless you want me to go like that. Or like that. Can you get rid of the lines? What lines?
Those lines might have something to do with your refresh rate,
Okay.
because that's the VSync. And I don't remember if you had options to change the refresh rate in your OBS. Possibly can.
No, Rick, I'm looking straight down at the paper. Okay, I don't know what you guys want, you know? You know? That is about as good as I can get for looking, well, looking straight down at the paper.
Yeah, the lighting might have something to do with it too. Between
This,
that and the refresh rate.
my art table is at a bit of an angle. Slight, not like normally most art tables are either, so. And, I have a gooseneck going out to about the middle of my table. Unfortunately, the shelf that it's attached to is there. It can't go out to like about here. I can't float a gooseneck in midair. My little saying, someone help me explain to Rick why this is a bad angle. Well, I'm explaining to you why I can't have something floating in midair. You tell me how to get something floating in midair.
Okay, so we're gonna have to get a large steel rod and affix it to your ceiling above the desk.
Can't do that because I'm not allowed to make holes in the walls or ceilings or anything like that here.
Okay, we're gonna have to get many PVC pipe and create a frame to float above your desk.
John says, fix it just by turning the camera off. I hear echoing. Mom, turn down the TV out there. That's probably picking up some of that. Attach the camera. Model says, Rick lives in extreme 3-point perspective.
I believe it, because, Canada's not exist, it's not a real place, so you probably have some weird extreme perspective there.
Model says, I actually have one of the... No, not model, mallet.
Better?
I guess so. They just heard echoing, so...
Because we can hardly hear it now.
Let's see. Can we redeem points here this time? Mal says, actually I have one of those. I did a video on the build that nobody watched. The only question I have is after I get this camera quote unquote better above the thing, what are they going to want to do next? It never seems to be good enough.
Well, yeah, it's called incremental improvement.
Yeah. I figure I need to get a, mic first, maybe even a better camera first before, building this whole Wakadoo setup. And we got Cat in the chat. Mr. Dillard says, we're coming up with a list of what Rick needs. Mrs. Dillard says, I want him to get it all at once. Yeah, everybody wants me to get it all at once. I'd like to, in some ways, like to get it all at once. Now we got Joshua here. I'd like to have some apartment or whatever studio that I could rent out and, fill it up with all my Just Cross Comics stuff and set up a nice little spot for streaming artwork and all that. There's lots of things I'd love to do. I don't think I got my redeem answer. Yes, you did. I said you can't redeem them here. That's only over on Twitch. Which I'll be there on Thursday for sure, drawing. And hi, I said hi to Lorenzo.
Well, he got an answer. He didn't get his answer. He was looking for a specific one that just isn't the answer.
He didn't get the answer he wanted, in other words. Joe says, look, Rick, it's quite simple. We need to be able to see what you're doing and hear what you're saying until you fix us to very simple basic requirements. Stop complaining about what we want. Well, you know, you can complain. Unfortunately, I don't have the money to do it, and I am very appreciative of this new computer in saying that. You know, so you know, I don't want to. I don't know. I think by complaining that I don't have things aren't even better than what they are at the moment, I wouldn't be being grateful for what I've got. You know, it's only through this point, at this point, that, you know, I've got the better, you know, internet. Things are working better right now because of you, and I'm very appreciative of that. And I think everybody else should be appreciative of it too. And I think by complaining that things aren't better, they're not being appreciative. You have a camera. Figure out a way to put it over the drawing. But it technically is over the drawing, unless I move way up there. And then I can't really... I'm stretching. I'm trying to make it comfortable to draw. Let's see, do it says, stop being gay. Pixie camera and Mr. Dillard said, ooh, you've all been told off.
I do believe this angle, though, because this has been a problem in the past, is why, when you're drawing it, your character's legs appear even stumpier than they are.
Yeah. The crazy thing is now, I can't really show them the best. Well, technically, I could do something to show them not so. Mrs. Dillard's like, laugh out loud, I can't handle scolding Rick. Miss Dillard, we appreciate you, Rick. Dillard was perfect for thing when I pushed it way up there. Like I said, if I could move it a foot, I'm not sure which back, I would. So it could be directly over, but I can't hang stuff in midair. And Eagle's wondering whether he should be complaining. And Cat says, yes, Eagle, you need to participate and complain too. Can we at least look up where there are lights in the room? Yeah, there's one light in the room. Right there. Right in the center, in the middle.
Yeah, I was figuring it was probably in the center of the room. Especially since at your angled desk, the cast shadow looked like it was going directly between you and the desk.
How about some task lighting? I've got like, well, I've probably got, I don't know what I can do. I've got a couple quote unquote desk lamps. Add a light to the list that wasn't delivered. You've been doing this. Yeah, and I haven't been making money at it either, doing this for 2 years either. Eric, I feel like you should have a puppet show. We should make an Amazon list, says Mallet. Well, like, I don't even, the lights, if I put them on, I think they'd too boot. You know, I've got my light from my magnifier, you know, but if I put that there, a lot of times that's just ends up being too bright, and you end up being able to see less, as far as I can tell. Yeah, I sold. Cat says, "Don't lie. The Kiss card wasn't cheap." Well, it was, but it wasn't. It wasn't like it was a couple $100. I think I sold that for like 30 or 40. Yeah, some did, but you had to have been working in like the last year or something like that, been laid off to get the Rona money. Mrs. Dillard. Mallet says, I might have to suggest a job again, just saying, yeah. You know, and I've thought about that many times, believe it or not. That arm was all wrong. It's just, I also can't force people to hire me.
That's okay. John put Mallet in his place.
He said, Mallet, stop talking nonsense. Well, it's not nonsense, necessarily, I wouldn't say it's necessarily nonsense. The only problem is, I know I can put out resumes. I can do that. I've done it. But a lot of times I'm lucky to get calls. Balance says, thanks, Metal, for shaming me. You should call me on Discord. It's legit, even American. Oh, okay. Who is? Okay. That was about John calling him. It's not illegal. I'll do that as soon as my wife takes this baby from me.
Aw. I was interested in what the opportunity was until he said it wasn't illegal. And it just took the fun out of it.
And we got Elric here. Hey Elric, how are you tonight? Mrs. Dillard says, laugh out loud. That baby hasn't seen you all day. Rick, is the movie The Rock the last true Sean Connery, James Bond movie. Rick is the movie, The Rock. The last true Sean Connery, James Bond movie. Okay, Hamish.
You've seen The Rock, right?
The movie The Rock?
Yeah, with Sean Connery and Nicolas Cage.
I might have.
They have to break into Alcatraz.
Yeah, I think I have seen that. It was a long time ago.
That's a good movie. I like The Rock.
Hello, Art of Reed. Mallet's asking Elric whether he has any channel points. Mallet's not. Elric's not even on thing yet. On Twitch. Model says, I haven't seen The Rock, but I've smelled what he's cooking.
It's pancakes. He's cooking pancakes.
Mallet says, also here, who here has Amazon Prime?
Well, you know they're rebranding Twitch Prime to Prime Gaming. They're going to change some things about it. I don't think you'll lose your Twitch membership, though. I think that'll stay. But they're trying to make it more like the Xbox Game Pass and stuff. So it's going to come with a bunch of different bonuses.
Cool. Mrs. Dillard say, I may know someone, Mallet. And she says, who wants to know? Laugh out loud. He's trying to get you to subscribe to me over on Twitch using your Twitch Prime account because you get one free subscribe to somebody on Twitch. Do that.
If it wasn't for the fact that I know he'd want to use it to get this sketch card comic done faster, I would say that's pretty generous that he wants you to subscribe to him and not to you and not him.
Well, actually, technically, he has been trying to do that even before this sketch card comic idea came up. You know, so I have to thank Mallet for that. Be appreciative. Nobody's done it yet, but you know, I can still be appreciative that he's been trying. Mallet says, Mr. Dillard, I don't want to involve you in nefarious stuff. I have a job. Mallet, are you adopting Rick too? Don't thank me. I have nefarious reasons. Says. Oh, don't.
Oh yeah, I'm fully aware he has nefarious reasons.
Well, I guess I shouldn't thank him. He has nefarious reasons for wanting me to get money. Okay. Through Twitch Prime. Actually, the costume, or the design of the costume for this character was actually a character that I called Yellow Lightning. Now, the character Yellow Lightning has a totally different look. So, an interesting tidbit of information for the character. That. many might not know in the future. Mallet says he has a character called Yellow Snow. Okay. So we need a camera that records in 1080p to, we need a 10-foot USB to micro USB. Okay, so we number 2, we need a 10-foot USB to micro USB. 3, we need a newer 720 microphone kit. 4, we need a USB 8mm converter. 5, we need a cheap set of headphones without mic. Well, I've got a good set of earbuds right now. These are really good earbuds. So I don't think we need the headphones.
And 6, you need a 6-foot camera arm.
I'd say bendable, for lack of a better word. Something that I can,
Flexible, adjustable.
something that I can attach to, we'll say what it's attached to now, and come this way and then be able to fold and go that way.
Well, yeah, you don't want like a gooseneck, which are good for short-term setups and stuff. But if you want a long-term, you want like an adjustable camera arm, the one that's got like 3 pivots and a spring in between so it holds its place.
Yeah. I guess that's what I'm talking about. One with at least one pivot. Or maybe 2. One at the base, although I can't necessarily see needing that. And then one out about, I don't know, foot and a half. I've got lots of shirts, Mrs. Dillard. I just don't usually change them as often as I should. Because I don't go out that much. No money to go out anywhere. So somebody said a backdrop too. Sketch cards. Mallet says John and I can make an articulated arm. An arm articulated. Total cost and a 6x9 black or green. I'd prefer green screen. That way I can change what's behind me. Although I have thought of that. It's just hanging it, which would be the biggest problem. Uh, 7 total. Stream like a pro. No, George says no. You can't have green screen. Well, green cloth, green backdrop would be.
Yeah. You have to make it black if you don't want him to green screen, because if you leave him that color, he'll do it anyway.
Jeez, model, how'd you ever guess?
You're gonna have Rick trying to put himself into the scenes of his own, like, stories and stuff as his backdrop. Like, with all the monitors behind him and everything.
I could do that, too. I never even thought of that. Thank you. Mallet says get black.
Oh, Mr. Diller is like, John, our new baby on the way doesn't have anything to wear, but if you must, I understand.
Oh, he just get black. He just called you model. Did I call you model instead of metal?
Yeah, that actually happens all the time.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
Or like, when we're in the Hangouts, Todd will call me model, because the names are just that close.
Let's see, Dillard says. That will wise up too much processing, and you're already taxing your computer with stupid scenes. No, it's steady at 30 frames per second with what I'm doing right now. I'm not taxing anything. I'm making sure not to do that. You know, a lot of those scenes before were going nowhere, so I think that was also part of the problem. Trying to, you know, have scenes go somewhere where they're not going anywhere.
Another way to save on processing is to make sure that in all of your sources, if there's a box that says play when not active, you uncheck that box.
Yeah, I think I'm trying to do that too. I've got that. I think I got that for my webcam. That if it's not active, it's not playing. And and for my fan art thing for Back Shortly, I think Metal, who is cooler than Todd? Or Toad, he said. Why are there problems now? There is no problems right now. Well, except for maybe my sound, which hopefully I was trying to get resolved today with Evan, but somehow I lost him.
It models to delete every source that's not being used as well. I think you already did that, though.
Yeah.
You got down to, like, what, 3 scenes or collections that you use actively?
Yeah.
And that's it?
Yeah. In fact, I basically started completely over. I took out everything and I'm rebuilding it slowly, if you will, and just using what I need. The only I've got 2 that I haven't used yet, but they're blank at the moment, and that's just going to be for ending. You know, putting up Patreon supporters or Subscribe Star supporters, and of course, what's the name of it? You know, my ending screen with all my, you know, some links, you know, that showing about my links or whatever is going on at the time, you know, like go fund the Canadian Shield here or whatever, you know. Thank you for watching. Mallet says, I think Evan just gave up probably. No, we weren't that far along. I don't know what happened, but there's a video that from before that I can watch. I just told him to give me the link, and I'll watch it and do it because I had done that before. It's just. Oh, I don't need a scanner, Miss Dillard. I've got a very good scanner. I've got one that scans like comic page, scans a comic page size, even slightly bigger than a comic page size. So, I don't think I need a scanner. And Mallet put a kitty in a box. Alex did a dab. Eagle did a dab. Miss Diller uses some hand sanitizer. And then says social distancing. And I'm not sure what that one is. I think I think it's a cat. Diller says, good, because you ain't getting nothing.
Yeah, there's a cat in a box. I think that's what you're looking at, right?
No, it's above that, above where Mallet said Rick.
Oh, above that?
But below the social distancing one.
It kind of looks like a cat.
Mallet says, you know, Rick, we can see those too. See what too? You may be able to see it, Mallet, but my mom watching on the TV and Dave watching on the TV, although my mom just appeared in the chat to, mess with what I just said, of course. They can't see them on the TV.
Oh, it's a chill dog. That's what it says.
Okay.
I looked up the emoji. It says chill W dog.
Chill W dog? Oh, hey, yeah!
Chill dog, chill.
And Eagle's got a monkey with a wrench or a hammer. So I guess he's monkeying around, and then he does the chill dog as well. My mama said hi to everyone. Model says, tell him, model. Eagle's washing hands or clapping or whatever. And Mallet says, thank you, model. Okay, I'm really getting confused. Am I calling you model or...
No, he was being facetious.
Okay.
But you are calling all three of us each other's names. Mallet, Model, and Metal. They're all really close names, though. Like, I don't blame you.
Normally I'm on the ball with not doing that. So, I don't know what's going on tonight. You guys are all messing me up. Elric says, it's the triple M factor. Mount says, no, I wasn't the model. Eagle said, is there model, is model there? Yes, he's been in the chat. Model has been in the chat. Dillard says, that did it. What did it? That's the last racist accent I can hear. From now on, I am on Rick's enemy. I'm Rick's enemy. And I will do everything but subvert his attempts at success. I will do nothing but subvert his attempts at success. Well, that shouldn't be hard.
I don't think the blue gloves can be explained.
Hey, he doesn't want to get caught by the police, so he's using gloves. I don't know why I chose blue, but I did. Rick says, it's kind of like the 12 dwarves in the Hobbits, but with cooler names. What's kind of like the 12 dwarves in the Hobbits, but with cooler names?
Mallet, Metal, and Model.
Oh.
Because, like, all the dwarves had matching names.
Mallet says, Metal, when you use colors, do you think about it before?
Yes, I do. I don't just use them willy-nilly.
Well, sometimes I think about it beforehand, sometimes I don't. And then sometimes I just go with my gut. For lack of a better way of saying it. Mal says no random color selection, that's weird. Howard says if the dwarfs are now taller than 4 feet, then yes. Besides dwarfs are cool. And says Eagle says, is Mallet a dwarf? And Eagle says, dwarves are superior to elves.
Well, it depends. Do you prefer Alfheim or Svartalfheim?
I don't know. And actually, sort of speaking of that, or dwarves and elves, I played a little bit of World of Warcraft on Sunday, I think it was, for a couple hours. So over on Twitch. So I'll be doing gaming over on Twitch for anybody that's interested. Playing different games like that and other ones. Yeah, if you want to know, you'll have to come and see. Oh, there's my problem. Wondering what's going on with my sheep here. I'm not looking. Elric says Eagle speaks the truth. Eagle says, Rick, my gut says you should listen to shadow radio programs when you draw. Well, then how would I hear all of you guys? Well, I don't hear you guys. I see you. Oh, we got...
I drew a dwarf.
Well, actually, I need to... OBS. Let's take me down, put you up. There.
The dwarf's name is Litri.
Cool.
Little fella from Svartalfheim.
And Violet says, I think people would be more interested in the Metal Steel's candy book. Elric says, let's see. Mallet, Metal, Model, Evan, Elric, Eagle Cross, Chad, Todd. We need a few more names. Chad's not here.
I think he's just trying to fill up the dwarves.
Okay. Eagle says the Shadow versus Medusa fan recreation and puts in a link to a YouTube.
I'm going to save that for later.
Okay. Oh, it says we have a lot of John Dillert's and Marsupial's real name is. Do people know that?
They at least know his first name. I do believe his name is publicly available. He just doesn't often use the full name.
Okay.
But everybody knows his name is John.
I didn't.
Well, most everybody knows his name is John.
Why do you think I was like, do people know that?
Yeah, no. He's used it before publicly.
Okay. Eric says, yeah, I know it's John. That's it. Mallet says, yeah, we all know.
But that's because
it's
his docs
Ron
have
John.
been out for a while. So he's kind of over it.
I'll probably still call him Marsupial. No. It's
Most of us do, yeah. Or Mars, for short.
because Mallet once upon a time did reveal his real name, well, his real first name to people, but I still call him Mallet, or I think at the time he did it, it was JP, but I still, I don't know why, I still say Mallet. Mallet says, my name might be John, too. Oric says, I still call him Marsupial. Yeah, and that's alright, you know. I know a few people's real names that, you know, they will go by both. It's like me, you know. Somebody wants to call me Cross, or somebody wants to call me Rick. Either way, it's fine, you know. Oric says, who would be the reluctant hobbit? I don't know who would be the reluctant hobbit.
I think I'd rather be the reluctant werewolf.
He says, AKA Bilbo Baggins. Eagle says bullet. This is actually looking somewhat good. It's not completely finished, obviously, yet. Figure out the legs. Eagle says, Ulrich agreed with Eagle, and Eagle says, make Bullet the reluctant hobbit. I guess you could. He might not agree with you, though, and then you'll have to change it. Or would that make him even better for the role of the reluctant hobbit? Ulrich says Dillert would be Thornin. but we need a Gandalf as well. Mallet says, Robo Rick still a thing? I think it is. I actually got it.
As far as I know, Robo Rick is still a thing.
I have some time.
Especially if Dillard's now your arch nemesis. Now he really needs a version of you to put in the Buckler's way.
Eagle says, I think we need a robot that thinks he's Rick. So would Robo Rick be like Robo Urkel or something different?
Ooh, I didn't think about that, because he was thinking more along the lines of like a really badly made Inspector Gadget. Which I guess Robo Urkel could kind of somewhat fit into that.
Well, he actually almost beat Urkel the first time he was around.
Oh yeah, Robo Urkel's way too expensive. They're gonna be more like the 6 million peso man.
You guys just want to combine a whole bunch of those robotic characters and put them all into one and make them me. A robot version of me. So you gotta,
But on a budget.
yeah. So you gotta write all this down. Robo Urkel, Inspector Gadget, $6 Million Man.
No, 6 million peso man.
Well, I'm just.
A
saying,
peso is worth way less than $1.
Yes. But I'm just saying, you write these the original characters out, their names, the right way, and then you figure out how to put all this in, and then you do it slightly.
Yes, Elric from Robot Chicken. They made the 6 million peso man, and immediately he used his abilities to jump the border and leave. They saw him, he was selling oranges on a street corner.
Model says the 6 million Zimbabwe dollar man. So what are some other good characters like that would be the robotic type characters? Okay, obviously RoboCop. I can't believe I forgot RoboCop. Hence where the name Robo Rick's coming from. Although it could be coming from DuckTales with Gizmo, I think it is.
Well, Gizmo Duck is more like Iron Man. It's a suit.
Okay. Well, you could still incorporate it there, or you could even incorporate War Machine. Albert says, DuckTales, woohoo!
No, it's woo-woo.
Ooh. And he said, also, Robot Chicken predicted that Elmer Fudd would have his gun taken away.
I think everybody predicted that, to be honest. It was kind of predictable.
Although it makes no sense. He's a hunter. How does he hunt a Bugs Bunny? I know. Traps.
I was gonna say like a man with his bare hands. Just snap the rabbit's neck.
Why you ask a little of it? You know, technically, I would think that would be worse, you know? Having him snap his neck. Trying to...
There's more honor in it, though.
I could see him more setting the traps. He's now a trapper. But traps, technically traps are cruel. I'd say crueler. Ulrich says the skit is called Whopper. In one of the commercials, he chases bugs and he tried using a plunger to get bugs out of a hole. Didn't that actually happen in the cartoon? Too?
I mean, I can see that working in a cartoon world, but that'd be a very ineffective way to get a rabbit out of a hole.
Yeah.
Because sadly, suction does not work that way.
And that really sucks.
No, the problem is that it doesn't.
Yeah. Well, it sucks, but it doesn't suck. All at the same time. It sucks that it doesn't work that way because it's not sucking. Joshua. I didn't say traps are cooler. I said crueler.
That's what you said. Traps are cooler.
No, Joshua.
So it's Rick, do you like traps?
No. I'm not being trapped like that. Nope. Ulrich said no. Nope. It's not Whopper. It's Whooper. A play on the word looper because Elba pronounces his L's. Oh, okay.
Yeah, he can't really say L's or R's. They all just kind of come out as W's.
You wascally wabbit.
Yeah.
And Cross, as seen anime, he knows what a trap is.
Okay, what is a trap, Rick?
I have no idea. Well, I know what a trap is, but I'm not sure what Ulrich means by it.
Oh, I know what Elric means by it. He means what I meant by it.
Yeah, well, somehow figured that, but still doesn't mean I know what it means.
Yeah, so there's this thing in Japanese culture, especially in anime, and actually you get it in American culture too if you've ever been to a convention. And we have this little rule called Schrodinger's Trap, where if somebody's cosplaying and you're hitting it off with them, you absolutely have no idea whether they're a guy or a girl until you get them up to your hotel room and they take their pants off.
Oh, okay.
That's what makes it a trap.
I think there are some ways to tell.
Oh, some of them are good.
Yeah, I know some are, but I'm still... Some
Those are the ones we call traps. And especially in anime, you'll always have, like, this really effeminate-looking guy that you think is a woman, and everybody else thinks is a woman. For, like, maybe several episodes, and then it's revealed that it was actually a guy the whole time.
Yeah. There's been a couple in, I think My Hero Academia, like that. Or a couple other animes, and I'm like... There's even a couple...
My favorite Guilty Gear character is a trap, because I play as Bridget, who even has a girl's name.
I think I'm not full. Cowboy Bebop, the one thing, the young person.
Edward?
Yeah, he's been referred. There was an episode near the end that he was referred to as a girl. So.
No, Ed is a girl.
Okay. Because I could have sworn
He got the name because his dad or her dad was so out of her life, you couldn't even tell whether he had a son or a daughter.
okay, because I could have sworn Elric told me it was a guy, or did Elric? Tell me
I'm
it
pretty
was?
sure Edward was originally a girl. I don't know if the dub changed that.
I forget which one Elric told me it was, and then I kept things in the anime with the way they were going. Seemed to switch it back and forth, and I couldn't tell. I was like, "Oh my god, I want to know the truth." Dylan says, "I'm okay. I'm back. What racism did I miss? None, or all of it. Take your pick." And then he says, "Lots probably." Dylan says, "Best way to get a rabbit out of a hole is a snake." Or it says, "Cross, if you start watching Naruto, you will come across a trap." And no, I won't. No, it won't be the character name. So,
No, Sakura is definitely a girl.
And
Sakura is one of the main 3 characters of Naruto.
let's see. The dub must have changed it then. It says Elric. That's 4 thing. I think I've gotten all my episodes of Cowboy Bebop up, haven't I? Or if I haven't.
I don't know.
I gotta get back to converting stuff, that sort of stuff, putting it back and getting it up on my website. I'm not sure whether you guys have caught up anyways. Have you?
I think I'm behind. I've just been busy. I'm behind on everything.
Yeah. It's alright, being behind. I'm behind, as I was just saying. Dylan says, "Stuff that trouser snake down the hole and then watch them flee." Also, Frieza is a guy.
Frieza is a guy.
Guess that name could go both ways, I think.
What, Frieza?
Yeah.
Well,
And,
opposite to Spanish, in Japanese, if a name ends with an A, it is far more often a guy's name.
Yeah. And I'm not even thinking the whole Spanish thing. It's just Frieza. To me, yeah, it sounds more feminine, but I can see how it could easily...
There are a few, like Sakura, there's a few names that end with an A that are girls' names, but far more often than not, guys' names end with A's.
Ulrich says he had to tell his friend Frieza was a guy. Okay. I think that's going to be scary then.
And actually, a lot of unisex names also end with A. It is the more flexible letter of like how names end, but it still heavily favors men.
He says back when he was a kid, I guess that's when he had to tell his friend that.
In fact, I think there's more unisex names that end with O than A.
Oh, I see.
But O's really flexible. They're like the reason why unisex names tend to end with O is because you can't really predict whether a person's a guy or a girl just by looking at the name. And names that end with E are far more often than not girls' names.
Or says, don't worry, Cross, you'll come to understand more about anime in time. To me, it's not.
And don't worry about understanding anime. That's besides the point.
Something to what I was just gonna say. It's just more. I will enjoy the shows that I like, and not enjoy the shows that I don't like.
Well, it's kind of like I wouldn't tell a foreigner to try to understand American shows. I would tell them that they're better off just learning more about the culture the show comes from, and you'll understand everything more.
Yeah, it's like there's gonna be some shows you like no matter what, and some shows you don't like. And I'm alright with that, you know. No, I'm not gonna like everything. Every anime.
Dillard, learning about names is super fun and not boring in the slightest.
Yep.
I sense your sarcasm there, sir.
Dillard, sarcasm, never. Oh, sorry. That's all the time.
Well, it's not like Spanish where it's super easy. Everything is so clearly defined for the most part between genders. Like things are just conjugated different ways.
Yeah.
There are a few exceptions to the rules, though.
Yeah.
And they do have some unisex stuff, but for the most part, it's all just like, if it ends with an A, you're pretty sure it's feminine.
Yeah. Everything's masculine.
Like 99% sure.
Yeah. 99% of stuff in Spanish is masculine or feminine. The words.
Yeah, it ends with an O, you know it's going to be masculine.
That's actually how part of I named my character. Well, how I named him Insecto. That's how he's named in the comics. But my character Insecto, because he's going to. One of his descendants is going to get his powers, and she's going to go with Insecta.
Insecta. Yeah.
Because she's going to be a girl. If you didn't guess. Elric says, I'm not saying as you'll understand the true meaning of anything. I'm just saying you'll come to find the ones that you enjoy, like you said. Yeah. Like I said, I really enjoyed enjoying. I still gotta watch the last episode of My Hero Academia. Record myself watching it. And then of course I'm gonna start reading the manga from, I think it was issue 190 on.
I don't remember. Elric told you last time, though. Or
Yeah.
Not last time. Whenever the last time you brought the subject up.
Yeah. Let's see. This character is a mix between Magneto, Wolverine, and Sexy Lilo. I have no idea who Sexy Lilo is. Although I don't know where you get the Wolverine. I get the Magneto because of this, but this is all on his costume or outfit, whatever you want to call it, because it is. I would say, speaking of manga and anime, a popular series got cancelled.
Well, more often than not, when it comes to anime and manga, things get canceled because of ratings and nothing else. The very meritocratic culture over there.
And not because it was doing bad in the rankings. Oh, SJW culture getting involved. I hear they're trying to do stuff over there.
Yeah, but they're mostly ignoring them.
Yeah. Of course, the SJWs aren't even, going with their own thing of, cultural, leaving cultural whatever alone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Cultural appropriation.
They're totally trying to culturally appropriate manga and control it because they understand how popular it is.
And ruin, of course, too. Take all the things that made manga what it was away. He says the manga called Act Age got canceled. The writer caught doing inappropriate stuff with teens. Ooh, not good.
Well, maybe you shouldn't be doing inappropriate stuff with teens. I don't know. That would be my first bit of advice. Especially with a culture as modest and conservative as the Japanese.
Okay, so I think I got that hand right. Alex says Shogun Jump takes its reputation very seriously, unlike Marvel and DC. Well, see, the problem is Marvel and DC are taking their reputation seriously, and that's why they're bowing to these people. But unfortunately, they don't realize that these are not the people that they want to be bowing to. They're not the people that they need to be having the reputation being taken seriously by. I would say is sort of the problem. Or, you know what I mean, I think. I'm not sure whether you would agree, but...
I would say their problem is the people working there got too much attention as kids.
Yeah.
And none of the good kind. They should have been bullied more. That's the real thing.
You know, I hate it when any kid gets bullied. I know I was bullied, but, you know, some kids also do not turn out good even being bullied. So, you know, I wouldn't say bullying's the answer, but I get what you mean too, Metal.
I am a strong proponent of both bullying and standing up to bullies.
Yeah.
I think both of these things serve a very natural purpose, and people need to learn to stand up to bullies.
Yeah.
Mallet says he still gets bullied, so,
Yeah. Let's see. Alex says the artist for Act 8 is now unfortunately out of a job because he wasn't involved. She is allowed back if she starts a new series. Cool. Dillard says I was bullied by my brother and his friends. Yeah, you know, brothers and sisters bully each other too, right?
usually in a very healthy way, yeah. You also end up noticing that most of these people tend to be only child, you know? And that's not always a bad thing, but you're really hurting your odds in those cases.
Yeah. Although I was an only child. Myself,
Again,
I know.
it's odds. You know,
Yeah.
you're playing the lottery here.
Model says he got bullied once.
I'm sure he put a stop to it. As you should.
And Dillard says because he got bullied by his brothers and friends, he became a bully to cope. Mallet says he was bullied by a German guy named John. And then Model says he got arrested for battery once.
Yeah, like I said, I'm a strong proponent of standing up to bullies too. It builds character.
Yeah. So everybody,
Instead of trying to rid the world of bullies, just take care of them yourself. Or get friends, you know. What chimpanzees do when there's a tyrant leading their group is 2 or 3 smaller chimps will gang up on the tyrant together.
yeah.
But these teach you very valuable social lessons, you know. You figure out how to handle these situations.
Yeah. So what do you think of Space Warp?
He kind of looks like Boba Fett if he was a Power Ranger. He's cool.
Yeah. I know there's not much to say about him. I don't know. Actually, I think I'm gonna keep his real identity a secret in the comics for as long as I think I can. Although I have no idea who he is. But
I have no idea who he is. Well, you know what? I think the identity is being kept a secret from you.
but I know he's going to be like a scientist from some alternate Earth, the multiverse, and he's going to end up on my planet, on the planet that my characters are on, and then eventually he's going to lead a team like the Exiles. So he might just pop in and out since he's going to be an extra dimensional explorer.
An extra dimensional explorer.
A multi-dimensional explorer.
No, I mean extra dimensional would be correct.
Eagle says, I wish I could be a bully, but sadly, I'm not the only one with the wrench here. Cat says, Model got arrested for battery. Mallet says, is that Trump? Model says, Rick took my wrench. Ulrich says, Fat Ranger. He says he likes the design. Mallet says, should have been doing candy store thing. Looks, Dillard says, of course, looks terrible, redesign it. The look, actually, as I was saying earlier near the beginning of the stream, was for a character that I created called Yellow Lightning. But I scrapped that look for Yellow Lightning, this look for Yellow Lightning, and came up with something different for him, and then I'm like, okay, what am I going to use this for? Or did years later, I'm like, okay, I got this character named Space Warp. This looks like it'd be a neat design for his costume. So, who knows? Maybe he's Yellow Lightning in disguise.
Well, who knows might be the most correct thing you could say, because it seems like even you don't know.
Yeah. Well, like I said, the characters that I'm probably going to be going over for the next few months, doing stuff on, will be characters that I don't know much about. They're characters that you're going to see sometime after the first year and a half. I don't know when, but actually some of the next few characters that are coming up over the next few weeks will be part of the Exiles group, that version of Exiles group that is going to have with them. Next week is Ligris. Dylan saying, and this sexy house, very much homoerotic, and this very sexy outfit. Where are the nipples in the body hair? Underneath, you can't see them.
Well, Dillard was doing a lot of research on this, and he found out that you really want to skirt the line on what is and isn't homoerotic, as that gets the best, in people's memories, it sells the best.
Okay. Dillard, I think what the problem with Dillard, see, these spots here are not skin spots. They're just a different part of the costume.
You're asking yourself if that actually matters to Dillard?
Probably not. Let's see. Here is an older. Let's see. I can't. There's an older one of the color schemes I have for them, and then I've done it the reverse, which looks very more Spidey-esque.
Both those colors are far too saturated to work well together.
Yeah.
One of them needs to become a darker tint than the other.
Yeah. Well, like I said, his thing gets changed a lot of times. Does he have deformed feet? He has multiple accounts. No, those are skin spots, says Jilly.
Dillard has spoken.
Space Warp! The yellow and black. Oh, what's this guy's name? Disgusting man. I think I've gone around. You guys know. Make him into Anubis, says Eagle. Well, I'm going to scan him in and color him tomorrow night because I have found my stylus. Joshua does pop into the in random times. You never know when he arrives. So I can actually do some digital coloring now. Why does he not does? I spelled.
Why does he not does?
Ulrich says he spelled too fast.
The philosophical question for the ages. Why does he not does?
Dillard says, boring!
I think Eagle's writing you a poem in hieroglyphs over there.
Do a flip. I couldn't do a flip if I tried. I couldn't do a flip.
I think that's why they want to see you try.
Or he says, I claim copyright to that phrase now. What phrase? I couldn't do as I was saying, I couldn't do a flip even when I was in shape. Although I did always sort of want to do gymnastics, but as a kid, never really did, so. Oh, I should sign this. Ulrich still hasn't said what phrase he's claiming copyright claim to. You actually have to tell us so we know, Ulrich. For right now, I think I'm just gonna, for the next 10 minutes or so, just chill. Chill and talk.
I'm working on stairs.
Ooh.
So exciting.
I bet you've been staring at them for a while.
No, not really. I literally just put them down.
Dillard said, what if your life depended on it? What if a burglar pointed, I
I think you meant
said,
pointed.
a firearm at you? Could you do a flip then? No. I'd try and fall flat on my face. I know it. I think I've tried doing them off diving boards and whatever, and they've never worked out either. I have a lot more. Well, I'm probably thinking of a back flip. I might have been able to do a front flip or somewhat of a front flip.
Elric, if you have drawings for the coloring book, send them. We're sitting at like 30. There's still some to come, but just send it. There's people who have multiple. If we have to cut somebody's multiple because we end up having too many, we can do that just to fit more people in there. But we'd rather be safe than sorry.
Yeah. Better to have too many than not enough. And, a minor small update, not that it's much. Jason did not contact me today about having Dillard put on the thing. So if he doesn't contact me tomorrow, by end of day tomorrow, I will be contacting him and saying what's going on. Dillard says backflips are easier than front flips.
They are. But that's because you could throw your whole weight into a backflip.
Actually,
Front flips are like all in the legs.
yeah. But maybe I've only done front flips off of diving boards. I don't know. Probably only off of diving boards. And it might be easier, but the thing is, it all depends on your headspace. And I think for my headspace, I've always thought if I tried to do a backflip, I'd end up maybe not killing myself, but very much injuring myself. So I don't think I've ever really tried it, especially on the ground. My headspace will only let me do it frontwards. Rick says he will draw something up today and ink it tomorrow. Maybe a cool pumpkin or something. Yeah.
It's probably because you're so focused on what you can see. When a flip, you're going to lose vision of what you're doing no matter what, so it's something you kind of have to feel.
Yeah, could be that for sure. And nowadays, with a little bit of extra weight, I doubt I could do a front flip.
Well, you'll be feeling something.
Yeah. Like I said, nowadays with all my spare tires, some might call it, I wouldn't attempt a front flip or a back flip.
Well, you've got a little extra cushion in case you fail.
Yeah, that's saying if I land on my stomach. What if I land on my head?
What if you land on your butt?
I've got a little bit of cushioning there, more cushioning if I land on my stomach.
You don't want to land on your butt.
Yeah, I know. I don't want to land on
Tailbone injuries are the absolute worst.
I don't want to land on anything but my feet if I'm doing a flip. And the problem is, I don't think I'd land on my feet.
Yeah, you were probably also never taught how to take a fall either.
Actually, take a fall. I've been taught. I took some judo lessons and all that
Oh, you did? Okay, cool.
when I was really younger. So I know that.
A lot of the same principles apply.
Yeah. It wasn't a very long class. I think it was like I don't know. It was just during the summer, like every Saturday for like half the summer or 3/4 of the summer or whatever. I took it, so I know, and I remember probably about that much from it. Probably about the basic stuff that I've learned. I remember probably maybe one sweep for somebody getting off their feet, and the how to land, how to fall or whatever. How to slap.
Oh yeah, you were probably taught the Asetagami, which is like the most basic sweep.
Yeah, it's sort of I forget. It'd be easier to show than say. Let's see. Howard said, "Ouch, metal. Almost done with the whole thing. Got it scanned in." And Howard says, "Just need fill in and sound effects and speed lines."
Sound effects as in like word art for sounds. I guarantee you that's what he's talking about. It's a form of lettering, yeah.
And all that's probably going to be done on his buddy's Clip Studio art.
It's get Rick some sound effects for his show.
Yeah, I should. That's something I could do too. Yeah, grab sound effects. Just have them in a sound effects folder. Or
That make you a soundboard.
Yeah. Or it says, "Metal, if you have to keep one of my drawings, keep the mummy."
Keep the mummy. Okay.
Dylan says, "As the buckler sat down, he scanned his office. The shelves were packed with knickknacks from his secret life in Texas. Would he ever get get to share his story with his daughter? Probably not." Howard's womp womp, and then Eagle is Texas. I think Texas.
Deep in the heart of Texas.
Dylan says he shook that from his mind and pulled his marbleized piece of parchment, a gift from his friend Flava Antonia Torlini. I keep messing it up.
Flavia Antolini.
I'm bad with names, I can admit it. Eagle saying, "Watching." Wahahahahahaha. And this is gonna be good to color tomorrow. Neat to color. It's gonna be deciding what colors I want to do because like I said, he doesn't have. Might do the red and blue. I don't know. There's a few color choices there, as you've seen as I went through them, that I had that I can choose.
You want it to feel spacey. You either need to go purple and blue or purple and red.
Yeah, maybe I can experiment again. You know, it's been quite some time.
You want a really deep purple too. Like I'm talking smoke on the water deep purple.
Yeah. I'm not sure how like I said, I think the suit's going to change colors. I'm not sure how that works exactly. Why it changes. Maybe it's because of each world that he's in. It changes colors, or maybe it's as it's using energy to go from world to world, or universe to universe. Ulrich says, go with green and black. Not that it would be close to both in effect color outfit.
Yeah.
Well, we can check it out and see what it looks like, Ulrich, for sure tomorrow. So yeah, it is now 12:01. I know it's not been quite 2 hours because of starting a couple minutes late, but we will let Metal do his thing and promote him.
Okay.
So,
Well, we got a coloring book coming out here, presented by the Cult of Raven, but it's a community thing for everybody to participate in. We actually still have room for a few more pages. So if you want to be a part of this coloring book that we will be selling on Amazon at basically cost, because this is for the community, you can email Halloween-related line art that you created to I'mADemetal with 2 M's at gmail.com, and I will include it in. And as always, go check out ecksteininThisChaos.com. I put a lot of effort into the site. There's a lot of stuff for you to enjoy. You don't even have to pay a dime. Unless you like it, I'll take a tip.
yeah. And if you want to even learn more about that, you can check out last night's stream where we talked with Metal about his site, different things about his universe. So yeah, thanks everybody for coming by. Thanks to John and Metal for coming on the chat. Thanks for everybody coming on the panel. Thanks for everybody coming by in the chat. It's been a good night. Hopefully we can just keep making these better. I've been thinking I will be continuing Cross Comics After Dark into September when we restart High Noon, and High Noon will probably be multi-platformed. We'll probably be here on YouTube, over on Twitch, and over in DLive. So make sure to tune in. We might even get some, I'm not sure whether we'll get surprises when we head into Season 3 of High Noon. So bye for now. God bless. Have a great and wonderful day.